welcome back to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back today with a pick a card reading for you. A big welcome back to my beautiful returning subscribers. Thank you guys so much for your friendship, for your support of me and each other. A special thank you to everyone who has reached out to me on Etsy for a private reading. You guys are amazing, so thank you so much for allowing me to get to know you personally and to delve into your energy. If you have found yourself here for the very first time, we would love to welcome you to this soul family that we're creating here. So please pull up a chair, grab yourself a cup of tea and some snacks, and we'll have a little chat because we're all friends when we gather at my table. Now today's pick a card reading, we're looking at who is in love with you. So who in the world has feelings of love, is in love with you, and what are their intentions moving forward? The future of that connection. We're going to be looking at these three different piles today. Pile number 1 with the Wonderland and Tarot and the Hematite. Pile number 2 here with the piece of blue Aragonite and the Light Seers Tarot. And then we have pile number 3 with the Disney Villains Tarot and this red carnelian palm. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, there may be a message waiting from Spirit today. I'm going to jump right into pile number 1. Today we're asking Spirit, who is in love with you and what is the future of that connection? Pile 1. Hello everybody, in pile number 1 you were drawn to the Hematite or perhaps to the Wonderland and Tarot here, and this is your reading. Who is in love with you? And what is the future of this connection? Who has you on their mind? Who can't stop thinking about you? Maybe you're dating someone new. Maybe you're dating someone. Maybe this is someone who is in a friend situation. Let's see who is falling for you. We have the High Priestess popping right out. So this person is not making themselves known. So even if you are dating this person, they haven't said those words yet. They haven't uttered those words. But this person is somebody who is holding back because they're not sure how their feelings of love will be received. You can even see here in the dynamics of the High Priestess, these two pillars, which is this symbol of the unknowns that lie beyond it. So they're afraid to reveal their feelings for you. They're afraid to express themselves. Now, as I'm staring at this card, it's almost like the higher self here. The High Priestess is looking at a younger version of herself, a child in the card. This can talk about a childhood connection to this person in the past. It can also speak to the consequences of expressing themselves could have effects on other people, not just themselves. We have the 5 of Pentacles. So this person may be someone that you are not in contact with at this moment, or at least not physically with, or not in physical contact with. You can see Alice is being dragged away. And here's the Queen of Swords. You may have created firm boundaries with this person in the past. You may be the reason why, yeah, here's the 8 of Cups. You may be the reason why there is no separation, because you may have walked away because you weren't feeling satisfied in this realm, or you weren't getting what you wanted. Even in the top of this little cup is this little piggy. And sometimes that's a symbol for me of like when pigs fly. It's like an impossible situation. So they may feel like they have to keep their feelings about you to themselves now. We have the 6 of Wands. Back of the deck is the Knight of Wands. This person has fire in their belly for you, but they're not showing it. Even here, it's like a pawn. It's like a pawn in a game. And that's what it feels like. It feels like they're just living in your world right now, or they're just watching you from the outside, and they're on hold because they're waiting for a sign from you, or they're waiting for an opening for you, or waiting for you to come back around, or waiting for you to detach yourself from something that's no longer serving you emotionally so that there can be a victory here. They have this hope that there'll be victory in the future between the two of you. And this is the type of person that acts really confident, but maybe doesn't have a lot of experience to back up that confidence. The Knight of Wands is a young energy. It's filled with a little bit of ego, I'm not gonna lie, fueled with a lot of passion for you too. This could be somebody who really likes to travel. Somebody even that's really athletic as well, or was in the past of your connection, because there could be a past connection here, because I feel like there's been evolution. Who is in love with you? There's the Knight of Wands. It could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. They don't have to be. And in the past, and this could be something that is sort of truly like bleeding into now, but in the past, I feel like they were not ready to sort of settle down. They were in a very restless period of their life. They were surprised at the results of how they felt when you sort of removed yourself from the situation or walked away from the connection. They feel sort of really overwhelmed by that. They're not 100% confident. They don't feel that you love them back. They don't feel that. They're very intimidated by you, actually. And sometimes when the Queen of Swords is here right in the center, there's a hesitation so much from the other person because they're waiting for her, because she is a leader. You know, she doesn't wait for other people. She doesn't line up. She is a leader. She speaks her truth. And I feel like this person, they definitely could be a Sagittarius, an Aries. I just saw the King of Wands. Who is in love? We have the Two of Pentacles. And we have the Star. This person has not given up hope that there can be more, but they're also, I feel like either you or they are still, they're sort of juggling other responsibilities or other people, because they're still holding space for you. They're still holding space within the dynamics of this Two of Pentacles and trying to juggle the possibilities, but they do feel like that ship has sailed them. Like they're concerned that they may never be able to express themselves. Even in this star energy, you can see that it's like the sun is going down. The stars are just starting to come out, but it's like there's a real feeling of loss within the dynamics of that card. We have the Temperance and we have the Lovers. Even the Temperance, though, with this Lovers, there's this air of indecision. And it's like so slow moving with all of the mushroom imagery here. I feel like they feel now that they should have spoken up sooner and that they missed the boat, so to speak. It's like they missed their opportunity because they allowed their fear to stop them. They couldn't build up the confidence in the past to express themselves. And it's like when they finally had that courage, all of a sudden they had to be dragged from your door because it's like it was too late. Because someone had already sort of moved into another new emotional cycle now. And now it's like they're playing the waiting game to see what could be possible. They don't want to believe that it's over. But there could be two other people involved here, or one other person at least, with the Lovers. It's sometimes a decision card, but it also speaks about great attraction. There's Gemini energy here. There's a motherhood vibe to the whole reading. So you could be a parent. They could be a parent now as well. But let's look at the future of the connection. What does the future of this connection hold? The Strength, Leo energy, Three of Swords. I do feel a third party situation here. They don't feel your love as being reciprocated at this time. I'm not saying that you don't, but they don't feel it. We have the Two of Wands. The Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords. So the male energy here, it's like they're going to love forever. It's what it feels like. They're just going to love forever and feel the loss forever because it's easier to do that. It's easier for them to maintain their confidence in a sense than to risk it. And even here with the because I feel like there are third parties here that stop the impeding of a practical plan towards our goals. There is hesitation with the Eight of Swords and feeling trapped from being able to execute change. But we still see the nines. It's like the nine is all about holding on to that last ditch effort, holding on because I'm not ready to release. I'm not ready to let go, because the love that they feel, it's not that they're just in love with you. It's that they feel like they love you. It's just that they feel that they love you. Who is in love, please, with pile one? What are their true feelings right this moment? What do they wish they could express right this moment for pile one? We have here spending quality time together, listen and talk to each other. And it just seems so simple, but that's really one of their biggest wishes. They have, when we're talking about the intentions, the future of the connection, We don't see a lot of movement past this point of like sit and wait, watch and wait, enjoying the journey with the Temperance energy. But like their wants, their desires are so simple. Their fantasies when it comes to you are so innocent and simple. These almost look like two children, but it's like the meeting of the minds under the light of the moon. And they just want to spend time with you. I feel like this is the person that you didn't move into a physical realm with. And we have choose love. You always have choices. Make yours with love. And we're talking about who is in love with you. And they wonder if they were sort of, if they and someone else was on the chopping block, who you would pick. They're not, again, they're not confident you would choose them. And so I think that fear, the worry, really takes a toll on them, and it stops them from being able to execute an actual practical plan towards you. The back of the deck says, I love you. It says these are powerful words, and I wish I'd said them in the past, but they're powerful words and they still ring true for me today. What did I want to say? Who is in love with Kyle? We have family matters coming out with the seahorse. The Divine Feminine here could be a mother with this Queen of Cups. And this person could be a parent. And that's, you know, you can see the seahorse holding on to this reed. It's a symbol of like attachment to you and not being able to just release this because there's love there. They know they probably should. And it doesn't feel like they're going to necessarily act towards you, and it could be because of a family situation, but they're not ready to release it yet because they're still holding that torch for you. Spiritual development, enlightenment has happened, awareness and understanding about what led them to you in the first place. Passion and attraction brought them to you, but love has maintained since. We have the arrow. It says you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. And the arrow is this symbol of trying to stay the course, trying to stay true to others' expectations sometimes, trying to stay true to this situation as well with you. It's like I'm juggling both things. I want to be seen as someone with integrity, but I also feel the puncture wound still from that Cupid's arrow hitting me. And we have a ring. A marriage will take place, either romantic or business, and we do have family matters. So family marriages could be in place between the two of you. This person could be married. We have fox, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. The fox is this symbol of somebody very intelligent. Sometimes the fox can be seen as not very trustworthy or sneaky or filled with other intent. And that could be the impression this person gave you in the past. Maybe they were really flirty and you thought their only interest was in one thing. But that was just a gateway for them. That was just where their realm of comfortability lay. They evolved very quickly into feelings of emotion for you. But someone very intelligent as well. And I feel like often misunderstood this person. Like often others wouldn't look at them like they're smart. It's like they have street smarts but not book smarts with this person. Let's get, if they could say anything to you right now, what would this person say to pile number 1, please? Please just let me hold you. I've been holding on. I've been lying to myself and other people about my desire to do so, but please just let me hold you. I'm growing very impatient when it comes to just spending time with you. And it feels so simple, you know, it's like I just want to see you. I want you to choose. The Divine Feminine could be the one who is juggling things here. Do I know you from somewhere? There's almost this acknowledgement of like, I wonder if they remember me, which I feel like is sort of silly for them to ask that question, but they ask that question. I'm too afraid to talk to you and tell you how I feel. And they say, maybe it's not over. Maybe there's more. Maybe there's the possibility. You can even see there's musing here with the Temperance. It's like, which side do I focus on? Do I focus on this growth? Do I focus on that growth? This Lover's energy, it's like trying to look at things from a logical perspective, but feeling really drawn to you and not being able to deny that energy. Back of the deck says yes. It's like, yes, I love you. Yes, I still do. Underneath is, will you choose me though? They're not confident in that. The 4 is reversed. They're not confident that you would choose them, pile number 1. Let's get a charm bowl to close out this reading for you. We saw that the future doesn't hold a lot of movement other than worry and holding post for this connection. What is this person thinking right this moment about group number 1, please? What are their current thoughts? Oh, missed the bowl. I think I do that like at least once a day. King of Cups, and that's what we're talking about. We're talking about love today. And here's the Hierophant reversed and the Magician. So this is a connection that should have gotten off the ground. There should have been more here. There should have been ascension. Now this Hierophant is reversed, and the Hierophant is talking about institutions that we find ourselves a party to. It talks about ascension as well, and it's reversed. So it's speaking to how I didn't wield my power in this situation to make change happen. I didn't say what I should have said, which is I love you. And because of that, we can't evolve in this moment, because I feel like there is still the Hierophant in place. I feel like there could be marriages, other commitments, and it's stopping any type of progression now. It's like I was so close to expressing myself, yet so far away. And what they want to express is a great amount of love with the King of Cups. Now this person could be a water sign of some kind. We also have Taurus energy, very strong. Ooh, we've got lots of letters today. Get another little pinch here. Okay. In the bowl today for letters, we'll start there. We have the letter F. We have the letter B. We have the letter P. We have the letter Y. We also have the Sword of Truth and Justice. And this is, this is what they didn't get off their chest. They didn't say that they loved you. And now this is like the truth that is sort of doing them in. The truth that can set them free, but is also... it's kind of like a needle in the eye or something. It's like the one thing that I can't sort of escape. We have here the High Priestess with the hole in it, because they're expressing secrets to you today. We even have the Emperor with the dragon energy. And when the Emperor is represented as the dragon, it's really about self-preservation and fear that stopped them from expressing themselves in the past, but also now currently. We have the 2 hearts linked as one, soulmate energy. We have the whale tail. Let's see what color it is. Black, going with the flow. And a real sense of release and helplessness to create change here. For someone watching, this person doesn't have a lot of hope for more, and we don't see a lot of movement in the future. We have the clear quartz here, which is an encouragement for us to heal and cleanse our energy. We have the prescription. So medications could be prevalent within your dynamic or their dynamic. There's also a sense of addiction with that charm. And we have the Hand of Hasma. Oh, and a Chariot charm with the bicycle. So decisions that I made in youth that are haunting me now when it comes to this connection. All right, that's what I have for you, pile number 1. I hope that it resonates with you. I wish you so much luck. If this did resonate with you, of course, I would love to hear your story in the comment section below, and I would love for you to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. And be sure to hit your notification bell if you do so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. You can also check me out on my Etsy account and my Instagram account, and those links are below. And I just really wish that you would come back here for another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hello everybody. In pile number 2, you were drawn to the blue aragonite, or perhaps you were drawn to this tarot deck, which is the Light Seers Tarot. And let's see what your reading has in store for you. Who is in love with you? Who has feelings of love for you? Who is in love with you? And what does the future of this connection look like? I am dealing with collective energy for these readings, so please, if this does not resonate with you, you can try a different pile or you can try a different reading. Whoops. We already have the beautiful Empress. Now this beautiful Empress, you can see she's very heavily pregnant, but her world, or her belly, is embodying this beautiful world energy, and there's this like tie to the moon. There is a really strong sense of unfinished business with this person. It's like there was so much potential here, and they put you up on this pedestal. They thought that you were incredibly good looking, but it goes beyond the physical here. And they were perhaps a little bit fearful because they felt like you were out of their league a little bit. Five of Cups. And this particular Five of Cups feels very wasteful. Feels very, very wasteful. They could have been somebody who took you for granted in the past, or really took for granted the opportunity to express some of their feelings for you, because I feel like she's already heavily pregnant. It's like she's ready to pop. You know, I feel like some of those emotions, that feeling of love was already in place in the past of this connection, and it's like they not only did they sort of miss their chance, but they wasted an opportunity with you. And I feel I'm getting this sensation over, like, when this person falls into pits of despair, it's like they are self-destructive sometimes. We have the Sunshine. Who is in love with you? And I just heard that song, Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone. It's like you are the world here to this person, or you were in the past. You were the world. Leo energy very strong here. So you could be the Leo, because this is like, it's like you are the light. There's an epiphany. The light bulb has gone off. You are a light to them. You bring sunshine. So you could be the Leo energy here. And we have the Ace of Wands. Back of the deck is the Justice. And this particular Justice, it's like in order to maintain their balance, it's like they were afraid to walk through this gateway. They were afraid to enter into the unknown here. So they wasted the opportunity. And the potential, there was just so much potential that they saw here in this connection. This is this is someone from your past. This could be somebody linked to school days for you. But it's somebody who puts you up on a really strong pedestal. There's soulmate energy here with the Empress and the Six of Cups. And that flame still burns. That's the most important thing. I don't feel like this is in a contact type of situation, because you can see her eyes are closed while this flame is burning. And this is somebody who thinks of you in such a high regard that there would be no going back like on that. You could like go out and rob a bank today. You could go out and steal 100 puppies and they'd be like, but you know, they're still pretty great, aren't they? Aren't they great? Like they're still, you can do no wrong when it comes to this person. You have the Hermit. And again, that imagery of like, there's a depression about this person now, because they're saying, I don't feel like I have anything good to look forward to. And they are in a little bit of a self-deprecation type of state, in loneliness. They're a little bit lonely in life in general, I think. And there's an energy of them watching you fulfill a cycle with others as well. So take that as it resonates to your situation. Who is in love? We have the Temperance card. We have the King of Pentacles, and it's paired with the Five of Swords, and the back of the deck is the Two of Wands and the Page of Swords. There's definitely a school connection here to this person. And you can see it's like this Two of Wands, again, the world, unfinished business, and I feel like there could be other dynamics that you're involved in or they're involved in, because even the Divine Masculine here is saying, I can't come forward because it's a risk to my position. I can't come forward. I have to fantasize forever now, because if I reveal myself, it won't serve any good to them or me or anybody involved. So the dynamics of this connection may be muddled with third parties, so take that as it resonates. But there is a difference between them being alone and lonely, because I feel like they're not alone in life, but they're still lonely for you. Very strong Virgo energy now on the board. So this person could definitely have an earth energy in their chart. I'm sorry, earth energy in their chart, but lots of fire. But a lot of this fire is just being geared towards unfulfilled potential towards you. So it feels like an innocent, there's an innocent nature to this connection too. And a lot of unfulfilled, scattered potential. And they are really sort of kicking themselves, because they're like, I wasted this opportunity. I wasted this chance with this person. What does the future of this connection hold, Spirit? Does it hold movement? Here is the Knight of Pentacles. What does the future hold in regards to this connection with this person who is in love? The Two of Swords an inability to commit or to make a decision because of placement and because of karmic balances at risk. Here's the Justice with the Six of Pentacles. And I do not feel like, I don't think they feel secure in how you feel. Page of Cups, the Hermit. And in order for a new emotional cycle to start up in this connection, we're going to need a new plan. A new plan. We have the Ten of Cups. Back of the deck is the Queen of Pentacles. And we have the Seven of Pentacles underneath. For many of you, you will not see movement because of a practical position that is sort of stopping that progression from happening. But there is someone watching where this person is keen on creating change, keen on expansion, but they just haven't navigated around the hows, the whys to get there yet. And this particular, hermit energy, there's no lantern at all. So they haven't figured out how to keep this flame going in a practical sense, how to travel with it. It's like carrying a torch along with us. You need to figure out the dynamics of how to get that torch in motion without letting it go out. And so they don't know how to travel within the dynamics of your situations right now and how to create change here. But they recognize that the key to an emotional happiness, the key to a new emotional cycle could lie in your direction. But it's going to be very slow if they do come towards you, because they are really focused on their responsibilities and the tasks that have been afforded to them within the realms of their dynamics of the position that they hold. And so this is a person that, again, very strong, there's a very strong school element here, and a person that is still holding on in secrecy to the feelings and to the connection. Who is in love with pile number 2? We have the Story. I know what is kind of interesting about this. We also have the Humanity card on the back of the deck. The peacock is a really strong symbol for me of the King of Pentacles. It's like somebody who worries about, the appearance of others or their appearance to others, being judged in that environment. Even the tree, it's like this tree that has no plumage. It has a hollowed center, which means it's sort of rotting away. There's a foundation in place, and from the outside it looks sturdy, but a lot of emotional growth doesn't grow there. But they are worried that their position has a negative effect on the potential for the future of this connection. But what's striking to me about this Story card is that it's like the two of you are part of the same story. That's what I heard when the card came out. It's like, this is your story, communitively together. This is your story. And it's like you share the dynamics of these feelings. You share the dynamics of these emotions even. You're both still plagued by the ghosts of the past. There is still this energy of insecurity and worry and sexual energy between the two of you that hasn't been realized or been put to good use, I suppose. And so we're sort of struggling now with this desire to leap, with the fear in leaping, and we're struggling with reality. And I put reality in quotation marks because the skull is here and it's flowing downwards. You can see a little tiny house flowing with it. It's like reality transitions, grief. So they're in this sort of muddled, mixed up stage of trying to balance their grief of the situation, the grief of the wasted opportunities, with grieving truly what they'd have to leave behind if they were to head towards you now. So it's a complicated situation. It feels like a very complicated type of energy between the two of you. Who's in love with Kyle? We have the Completion card. But the problem is that they can't seem to let go, and they are grieving it. Even here, she's wearing all black because she's in mourning. And stuck in that space of mourning. Along with the Five of Cups, it often showcases someone who is focused on, the emotional side of the connection and unable to see the potential that still lies, or the epiphanies that lie in optimistic thinking. We have Trickery and Bittersweet. And the thing about the Trickery card is you can see the great big dragon, the divine masculine being represented here, the ego representing this dragon, and the fear represented by this little tiny squirrel in this picture as well. And the ego will make our fear seem so much bigger when we apply what we should be doing to a situation. The ego will try to keep us in a safe zone so that we don't experience disappointments or pains or fears, but we can't ascend in that zone. So we have to take risks. And this little squirrel, you know, in its nervousness, has the power to plant an entire forest of creation. So they really are sort of kicking themselves for letting their ego win. And the epiphanies they have about the love that they feel for you came in with time, because I feel like they refused to see it for a while. It's like they didn't want to admit to themselves that they wasted this potential. And so that acknowledgement has come in a bittersweet way, because they don't want to release it. They still hope for more, but they don't know which way to take or which path to navigate towards that goal. If they could say anything right this moment, to pile 2, what would it be, Spirit? We have claw. It says, be careful, do not take risks. And that's what they're doing here. That's what they're communicating with the Ace of Wands, supported by this King of Pentacles and Five of Swords. It's like, I can't take risks towards you. It's just too much. There's too much loss that's possible. But what is sort of interesting to me about the dynamics of the Five of Swords is that the avoidance of the necessary steps, the avoidance because we're trying to avoid the risk, is actually creating just as much emotional turmoil for us as the perceived consequence. What would they say right this moment if they could? We have Valley, deep personal strength and peace that assures success. And we have Scales, keep your life in balance. The Scales is like the Justice card of trying to maintain balance within the dynamics of their relationships or in their connections or in their positions in life. This can be job, this can be family. But there's this sense of like peaks and valleys in this connection. As I said, it feels like a story. It feels like they don't think it's finished. It's an unending story, like the never-ending story, sort of. This may be in a valley right now where they can't necessarily see the forest through the trees, but they don't want to let go of this hope for more. The Ace of Wands, that spark is still being fueled. We have Tiger, doing something risky, keeping their eyes on you. And Moon, watching you. We have July, being significant. And Kangaroo, unsettled times and need to plan ahead. And that's truly what the energy of the Hermit, which has come out multiple times for you, suggests, is this sense of needing practical steps towards our goals. And even, you know, as I said, with this Ace of Wands, it's a flame that's still burning for you. But just like when you're lighting a campfire, you have to fuel flame. You have to keep it going. You have to give it more wood. You have to breathe life into it. And so it's about practical steps towards goals, but they have almost an expectation of revealing themselves. Back of the deck says karma. You will reap what you have sown, the haystack. And that's what they're worried about. I feel like they already feel the bittersweet type of energies. Where was that card? The bittersweet card. The bittersweetness of the karmic wheel. It's already hit them pretty hard with that Five of Cups. And now it's like they're trying to avoid it again. They want to be seen as somebody who has a lot of like faith and integrity. But they also feel very pulled towards you. Let's get some message cards to see what this person would say, if they could say anything right this moment, please, to pile number 2. You're so different, but that's why I love you. Telepathically communicate with me. So you may find that you can pick up on this person's emotions or feelings. Some people don't want to see us together, but I don't care. But that's the problem, is that they do care. They do care. I don't know how to express my love to you, so I keep it inside. And I feel like that's exactly what happened in the past here. They kept it inside because they didn't know how to do it. And now they don't know how to do it. It's like nothing has changed for them. They're still feeding into the restrictions of the ego here. I've thought about taking a trip with you. Back of the deck says it feels like something is missing without you around, and that's because they feel like this is a connection that is a part of them in some way. Let's get a charm bowl for you, group number 2. And my light just went out in the center of my candle as well. Group number 2, please. What is this person thinking about group 2 right this moment? Missed the bowl. We have the 8 of Pentacles, really focused on responsibilities and work right now, and doing that to avoid thinking about the restlessness that they feel when it comes to the two of you in this connection. They want a new emotional start, and they know that this can be something that brings them peace. This person could be a Leo, or you could be the Leo in this scenario, but there's a lot of fire in your bowl or in your spread. But the sun in your bowl is reversed, which is talking about delays in this new emotional cycle that they want to see with you. And I do feel like there could be sort of a stagnation or a limbo that the two of you find yourselves in the future. But for someone watching, they are intent towards movement. They just haven't figured out the course yet. And it's just delays in that gratification. In the bowl today, we have the letter F and the letter Y. And we have will. It's like FYI, I will come. We have the 4-leaf clover for good luck. We have the butterfly of transformation. We also have 2 sea stars, which is about healing something. It's like both of you feel very similarly. You both feel like there's soulmate energy here. You both feel like you've lost a piece of one another, and you're slowly having to heal that over time. We have Cupid's arrow right next to this syringe. So it's like an obsession, an addiction to you. It can also be addictions in general, so take that as it resonates. We have a snowflake, so winter could be significant. The spoon, I think about children. A commandment from the Bible, thou shalt not kill. It's like, please don't take away the hope that I have. It's like, for the love of God, don't take away the hope that I have here. I do feel like it's a lengthy separation. I just see years kind of hung up on that tree as well. All right. That is what I have for you today, pile 2. If that resonated with you, I would love to hear your story below in the comments section, and I would love for you to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. I also offer private readings through my Etsy account, and that link is below. But I hope that you come back here for another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hello everybody, in pile number 3, you were drawn to the beautiful carnelian palm, or to the Disney Villains Tarot, and this is your reading. Who is in love with you? So who is in love with you, and what is the future of this relationship or this connection? So let's start with who. Who is in love with group number 3, please? Always remember that I'm dealing with collective energy for these readings. We have the Justice card. They could be a Libra. So that if it doesn't resonate with you or you don't recognize the energy, you can try a different pile or a different reading. The Justice is talking about Libra energy, but it's also wearing this mask. You can see this character wearing a mask. The Justice card also speaks about our institutions and roles and the truths that we tell. This person did not tell their truth to you in the past. Because they were trying to maintain a certain persona with you, or trying to maintain a certain level of security for their own right. And we have the Death card. Scorpio energy, Libra energy. Who is secretly in love? The Hermit, wow. Virgo energy. Major arcanic themes coming out. So this is somebody who has been influenced by this connection a lot, or it's like maybe you would even be surprised to know how much your energy influenced them on a day-to-day basis. We have the Ace of Swords. So this is somebody who kept their feelings to themselves quite a bit. The Death card here is really talking about sort of a rebirth, a new beginning, and they may have entered into a new beginning. And so perhaps you have as well since the disconnect, because it doesn't feel like they're sharing. It doesn't feel like the two of you are together. It doesn't feel like you're seeing each other right this moment. We have the Judgment reversed. And back of the deck is the Three of Cups. So this feels like a friend. This feels like a friend who has not revealed themselves to you because of stress, because of worry, and because of fearing change. Truly, fearing change, fearing to take off their masks, fearing to look weak. But but they wanted so much more. They felt like so much could sort of evolve out of this connection. And now they feel really stuck in a rut. They feel like they made a big mistake with that judgment, because it's created a loneliness for them now that they have to contend with. And now the truth has sort of set them free. And it's still like they're still feeling the same way. Every time I see this card, I think about that Maggie Rogers song, Light On. It's like, if you leave your light on, I'll leave my light on. And what could have been? How many of those windows could we have lit up if I had taken a risk and taken a chance? Now, this could be somebody who is currently married. So take that as it resonates. The Ten of Coins is a buildup of something that I've grown for myself. You can see it's a castle here. It can be coin, it can be family, it can be children, other foundations. Four of Wands. And this is the type of person that thought that they were going to find their fortune perhaps elsewhere. It's like they may have minimized the loss of you. But with time, they can't deny it now. They minimized the loss of you in the beginnings. And now the isolation, the loneliness has really set in. And this particular Hermit energy, you can see that they don't hold a lot of hope here. This person doesn't hold out a lot of hope to create change. They do feel sort of locked in place, perhaps, in the fate of the connection as it stands. Because even this Hermit, there's no light being cast except for this little tiny light on his hat. We have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the Tower, which is an interesting dynamic because they're coming forward with this message of like, if I reveal myself to you now, it may create a certain amount of a turn of events or create a bit of a shift that I've been waiting for within this connection, but it's also going to cause turbulence. It's also going to cause chaos, perhaps for you, for me, or for everyone involved. It's going to cause permanent change. And that's what they were fearful of in the past. They were fearful of making permanent change because change is really scary. Also with this Tower energy, you can see it's like the hair lit up in the dark. It's like an epiphany coming in. And it took them some time to realize that they were in love or that they loved you. We have Capricorn energy with the Devil. Back of the deck is the Seven of Swords. Oh, there's the Three of Cups showcasing and the Three of Swords. So there could be a third party here. In this connection, in the dynamics. Like I said, you or this person may have moved forward. I feel like this person definitely has. They are still maintaining their feelings for you in secrecy. And it's like they feel like they're chasing down their destiny now. It's like they feel stuck in that timeline. They feel stuck in a timeline with you. They still feel stuck in this sadness. They feel stuck in the friend zone. They feel stuck in so many different places. Emotionally, there's the Page of Cups reversed. So they just feel stuck. And they try to deny it. I feel like they try to, again, they're wearing masks. The Seven of Swords is suggesting that they are lying to, if they are another third party, they're lying to that person about their feelings. But they're also suppressing the truth for themselves. Now, they didn't do themselves a service by keeping their feelings inside because they're lying to themselves. They're doubting their own intuition. And oftentimes, the Seven of Swords will showcase somebody trying to sneak away with something that doesn't belong to them. But they're often carrying those swords by the sharp blade. So they're not actually getting away scot-free. So as much as they thought that I think they almost have this impression that you don't realize that they feel this way. And so their ego remains intact. It's like you don't realize, they think that they pulled the wool over your eyes successfully. But the fact is that they're still really stuck. Really wanting you, really stuck, frustrated with the situation. And look at all these themes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 major arcanic themes in one reading is huge, huge, huge. Because of the lessons that you have afforded this person throughout the disconnect. Some of these lessons were very difficult and remain difficult leading into the future of this connection. So let's take a peek at the future. Let's see if there will be change in the future of this connection between the two of you. So what does the future hold here for pile 3 and this person who is claiming to be in love? Oh, have the Hanged Man energy. But again, as this falls out, lots of cards, but 3 major arcanic themes falling out at once. We have the Hanged Man. What does the future hold in this connection? The Tower. We have the Tower again. It's a surrender to how things are. Surrender even to the confusion. Because it's like, I don't know whether I'm coming or going, and I don't even know if it's being reciprocated. Because they feel like that you have no idea. That you have no idea. Here's the Seven of Pentacles reversed. And because they're in this mindset of not thinking that you have any inclination, they're giving up before even achieving the reward of a new emotional cycle because they feel like it's not waiting for them. With the Page of Cups, see there's holes in that spoon. For some of you, though, they do fantasize about leaping out and coming forward. But they are afraid that they've lost their chance. Here is the Eight of Cups. Here's the Knight of Wands. In order to come towards you, they feel like they would have to detach themselves from something over here that may be karmic based, maybe not be emotionally fulfilling them, but is satisfactory for them at this moment. But they don't know what the full range of the ramifications of the consequences will be of coming towards you now. And they're also not 100% secure that you would receive them well, or that you would receive them in a similar fashion, if you even feel the same way. Do you feel the electricity between the two of them, or between the two of you, rather? Do you feel that? They're not confident that you do. They also can't shake the fatedness of this connection, which leaves us in this state of confusion. And this energy with the Seven of Pentacles reversed, with the Six of Pentacles, because they're giving up with no reward, giving up too soon, because they're convinced that it's one-sided, they're weaving that destiny, they're creating that future for themselves through those thoughts, feelings, and intentions. How do they currently feel? We have Wisdom. You and your energy taught them a very valuable lesson about taking off masks and acting in accordance to what you're being pulled to say and do. We have Joy. That could be an actual name for someone watching, so take that as it resonates. And we have Enlightenment at the back of the deck. There's still a beautiful gratitude that comes in because of their experience with you. You are still a bright light that lights up the darkness for them in their darkest of days. And that's still, again, you have an influence over them that you have had over them for a while. And this energy of epiphanies coming in along the path about their feelings for you. When they had inclinations about their feelings for you in the past, I feel like they weren't as intense as they are presently. And the full power of that energy that they feel towards you, the love that they feel towards you, has hit them now. Who is in love with group? And number 3, please. We have Bravery. Joy Harjo. She's half submerged in the muck there. Not sure if she has the stamina or the bravery to come forward, and that's truly what is being reflected in the future of this connection, because their courage is being influenced by this Judgment energy reverse, this fear of change, the fear of making more mistakes, the fear of repeating past mistakes, the fear of rejection as well. And this Bravery card is how they compensate for that, how they overcome, how we create change is through our bravery. It's not about not being afraid. Everybody's terrified all the time in every pursuit that they make. Everyone is scared. Nobody is confident all of the time. But it's the bravery, it's the application of this bravery, of pushing through, that creates change. We do have White Dress, as well as the Healing card coming out. And we have the Mary Shelley Lost card. there is a certain amount of surrender to how things are. They don't think that that it's double-sided, perhaps. They think that they did a successful job at keeping their feelings under wraps. And I feel like there are, again, I feel like there could be commitments that have been made. And so now they feel like they're shifting from this energy of want and into an energy of healing, because they've surrendered. They, even with the Seven of Pentacles, their impatience with themselves and the situation, they've surrendered to this lack of effort mentality. And when we're in that state, it's really hard for the universe to contend with, because if we think it's impossible, it is. We won't try. And Mary Shelley, you know, that card comes out, and it's been coming out quite a bit lately. And she wrote some amazing literature. It was a lot of it was tainted in darkness. Frankenstein, for example, tainted in darkness, really explored the terrible nature of man sometimes. And she sort of, her life was cast in this bit of a dark shadow because she suffered so much loss in her life. And she never overcame it. It became a part of her. It absorbed into her. And so now they're just sort of in this healing mode when it comes to you and their feelings for you, because they have all of this love, but they have nowhere to direct it. This person could say anything to pile number 3. What would they say right this moment? If they had anything to say right this moment, what would they say to pile number 3? We have here staff. You will be taken care of in difficult times. They are protecting this connection. They also want you to know that there'll always be a lifeline for you there. There's a beautiful friendship quality to this person. They want you to know that if they can't have you in any capacity, or if they have to only have you in one capacity, they would settle for friendship. They want you to understand that they are energetically, they're there for you. We have sun, happiness, and well-being. They do want you to be happy. That is very important to them. It's easier for them to just hope for your happiness than to express their own sadness at the situation between the two of you. And we have the joy card. It's like there's very strong Leo energy. It's like you light up people's lives. And they want you to know that they see things clearly now as well. We have the fox, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. This person is smart. They are careful planners, and I feel like they are savers too. They're very responsible. And we have older man, dealings or relationship with an older man. So there could be a bit of an age discrepancy. Needle and thread, a sincere wish will be granted. But there's a sense here too of like, with the needle, there's the eye of the needle here. And there's that old biblical verse that says it's easier for a rich man to get into heaven than it is for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle. And there is a focus here on coin and building up coin and trying to lead what everyone else from the outside would call a very respectable life. Someone with integrity, someone who values that. But the sole focus of that in our lifetime is going to lead us to disappointment, truly. If we're always focused on just coin, building up of foundations in a practical sense, we miss the mark, because we miss that this is an emotional roller coaster. This is an emotional journey meant for our spiritual evolution. We have fire, strong, passionate love. It says or hate, but we're talking about strong emotion of love here. And that fire, they want you to know, is still burning. But they are focused on the bag here. They're focused on money. They're focused on coin. They're focused on stability right this moment. What would they say right this moment? What message would they have for pile number 3, the person that is in love? With pile number 3, what would they say right this moment? I ruin everything I touch. And that's the Seven of Swords. They're keeping their feelings for you under wraps. And they're kicking themselves too for ruining this chance. If I called you, would you answer? The Judgment card. They're really judging their past actions in a very strict and not forgiving type of nature, because I love you and because I've lost so much. The acknowledgement that they love you, the King of Cups, they feel like they've lost a lot. This could be water energy, but it's more important about what it encompasses within the dynamics of that card. I'm weighing out my options. Two of Pentacles. So they feel like they're juggling a lot of responsibilities. I do think this person is really focused on working hard and they distract themselves with work. I don't necessarily feel like they own their own business or entrepreneur, but I do feel like they work really hard to gain momentum where they work or to rise in the ranks. I also feel like they're holding space for you as far as this connection, but I feel like they're juggling other responsibilities as well, including other people potentially. I didn't want you to rely on me. The Three of Pentacles. And back of the deck says, I watch you, I just can't help it. So this person, again, there could be a school connection with this person too. And I feel like there are other foundations in place. There could even be a bit of an age discrepancy. So please take that as it resonates. Let's get a charm bowl for you, pile number 3. What is this person thinking right this moment about this connection, about you? Three of Cups, friendship, reunions, longing for that, longing to just enjoy your company again. Two of Cups reversed, Seven of Swords reversed. Now the Two of Cups, when it's in the reverse position in the bowl, really talks about breakups. And it's in the present position. So reunions with you could cause breakups for them or breakups for you, or cause a lot of issues there, or arguments for them, which is why they feel like they have to maintain their feelings for you in secrecy. Now, even the Seven of Swords, it's a worry about being caught in something, being caught in my feelings for you within the dynamics of potentially another relationship. So take that as it resonates. So they're really considering what would happen if they were to reunite with you. And they like to fantasize about that reunion. But we saw that Lost card with Mary Shelley. And that really speaks to like being stuck in a state of loss and not exactly in a state of action. We have S. We have it looks like some type of syringe, so a hospital nursing connection or a medication connection. We even have a stethoscope here. Could be a work connection. We have the dolphin, and we also have the joy card. I think about playfulness and joy when I see the dolphin, and that's a great way for us to shift our vibration and to start an interior transformation, which is being reflected by the butterfly. The transformation starts with a reflection tool like the moon, and the purpose of that is to draw that moon down to reflect upon what is holding us back or what has held us back, so that we can resolve to change or heal anything that is within our realm of control to create change in the future. We have peace here, but it's upside down, so there's a lack of peace. We have the two linked heart, which is soulmate energy, and the desire for unions. The hand of Hasma. And we also have the skull, well, the skull and crossbones, but it's the fish, so Pisces energy. There is a sense here of release. I think about the Ten of Swords, about letting go of something that my ego has become really transfixed upon. It's because, though, that I've convinced myself of failure. All right, pile number 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates with you. I wish you so much luck within the dynamics of this connection if you're able to pursue in the future. If this did resonate with you, I'd love to hear your story below, and I would love for you to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. Even if you would like this video and interact with me, it really helps me to bring more content to you. So I would love for you to be a part of this beautiful soul family. I also offer chances to win a private reading here for my subscribers, so please, if you drop me a comment below, be sure to hit your notification bell so that I can enter you in for a chance to win and then contact you if you are chosen the winner. You can check out my Etsy account for a personal reading as well. But I hope that you come back here for another visit at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day.